Hello, my name is Brenna Brown, and along with Annie Cook and Deborah Metcalf, we are going to open a photography company. We are looking for one photographer who meets our job requirements. Our company's name will be Snaps Photography. The candidates we are looking for need to be photojournalistic photographers. Our company and background is, we are a startup business that will specialize in events photography. The description is, we are looking for an individual who will add value to our team. Digital manipulation knowledge is a must, along with extensive knowledge of Lightroom and Adobe Photoshop. Must be able to shoot on manual setting of the camera and gear. Must be a people person. Must be able to stand up to multiple hours a day, sometimes 12 hours without a break. Be able to carry 35 to 40 pounds worth of equipment. Have reliable transportation. Have their own professional equipment. Experience is preferred, but we will consider individuals who are willing to learn. Must be creative and must have a strong portfolio. We have had 3 applicants: Rufus Levitt, Jamie Maladono, and Noreen Nartia.
Hi Rufus, my name is Deborah. We are looking for a photographer for our business, so we need to ask a few questions. If someone is not happy with your work, what would you do? How would you make them happy?
Well, that's never occurred.
That's awfully good.
No, actually, I would offer to redo whatever's necessary if it's not too timely and it can be redone. I would offer to redo it at no cost if someone's completely not happy with the work.
Jamie, if you decide to come work for us, do you have experience with digital cameras?
I do. I have experience with all types of digital cameras and also experience in digital editing.
So Jamie, what happens if your client is not happy? How would you handle that situation?
Thankfully, it has not happened often, but when they're unhappy, I usually ask them what they're unhappy with, and if there's a way we can correct that. A lot of times it's just sometimes they want a picture edited a different way, so I will happily re-edit that. And if it comes down to it, we'll often work out a rescheduled shoot. We'll try reshooting. It depends on the reasons and everything, but I try to work out an acceptable solution for both of us.
My name is Noreen, and I have been a professional photographer for 6 years now. I'm going to start off by reading all of your questions and answering them. What happens if your client is not happy? How do you handle the situation? I'm going to cross my fingers, maybe knock on some wood. Thankfully, that has never happened to me because of something that I did. However, if my client was unsatisfied, then I would try to shoot it again.
After reviewing our interviews, we feel that Noreen fits our description the best.
Do you have experience with digital cameras? Even though I did learn how to do all the technical stuff on a film camera for the 6 years that I've been doing this, I've always used digital cameras. How many people do you need to help with an off-site shoot? That just really depends on what kind of photo shoot it is. A lot of the times I can do everything by myself, but I really do like to have at least 1 or 2 people with me to help carry equipment, set stuff up, hold reflectors, and that kind of stuff. How many appointments can you shoot in a day? That also depends on what kind of shoots there are. If I have a wedding to shoot, then I can only do 1 a day. But if it's portraits or sports, then I can usually handle up to 10 assignments a day, even though I try to not book any more than 3 so that I can really focus on my shoots. How far are you willing to travel for a shoot? Do you have reliable transportation? Yes, I do have a reliable vehicle, and I will travel anywhere. I have been to Hawaii, to Germany, to Florida twice just to shoot weddings. So if you get me a plane ticket to go to China, I will go that far. How fast can you have copies of pictures back to your clients? Usually I try to work on my images and have everything done within 1 week. Obviously, if there is a lot of assignments to edit, then it can take up to 2 weeks. Do you know how to use different shutter speeds? Yes. When shooting manual on a camera, if you don't know how to use your shutter speed, then you don't know what you're doing. And how do you know how much to charge for your pictures? That is honestly the hardest question that you can ask any business person or any photographer, because it really just depends on what the market price is in your area, and then prestige pricing as well, because you do have to shoot, or you have to charge extra for your experience. Otherwise, you're just going to be like all the other $25 photographers who are out there, dime a dozen. What type of degree do you have and from where? I went to SFA where I studied film photography, and then I moved to Denton, Texas, where I worked an internship underneath Bellismo Photo. Recently, I've decided to go back to school to pursue my marketing and management degree. Are you willing and able to lift 35 to 40 pounds of equipment? The answer to that is yes. Every single weekend, I have my backpack that probably weighs about 50 pounds, and I carry it around for 8 hours. Can you show some of your work? Yes, my online portfolio is available at capturingmephotography.com or facebook.com/capturingmephotography. What type of editing software do you use? I use the Adobe Suite, and inside of that suite, mainly Photoshop and Lightroom. Are you good with deadlines? That's a really funny question because I was born in Germany, so it's kind of in my genetics. I cannot stand being late. So yes, I am good at meeting deadlines. Do you work during certain hours, or can you work on the weekends? As a photographer, I think it's an unwritten rule that you pretty much give up your weekends because of weddings and events. You have to work whenever everybody else is having fun. Can you do all types of work pictures, videos, and digital imaging? I can do everything except for video because for some reason it just doesn't click in my head that you can't turn the camera when you video, because whenever you're taking pictures, you can just, take a horizontal picture, flip it up and do a vertical picture. So no, I cannot do video. I guess I could learn, but I cannot. So now for the final question. Do you only work with still life portraits, or if hired, can you take moving pictures as well, such as sports and dance? And to answer that is also yes. I always experiment with different kinds of photography. I've shot several concerts, high school football for East Texas Sports Network.fm, and lately I've been dabbling a little bit in food photography. I really think that it's important to know how to do everything. Even if you just specialize in one thing, it's really important to keep learning and to keep improving all kinds of photography. So I really think that I would make a great addition to Snaps Photography. Thank you guys for your time and consideration, and I will hopefully talk to you soon.
Congratulations, Noreen, and welcome to Snaps Photography.